Alright, hello everyone. I would like to start off by sharing a personal story. Over a year ago, my mother was diagnosed with high levels of LDL cholesterol. That's low density lipoprotein cholesterol. In other words, it's bad cholesterol. There's also HDL cholesterol, which is high density lipoprotein, and that's supposed to be the good cholesterol. And here's a chart of the levels of LDL cholesterol. On the left is the amount of the bad cholesterol in your bloodstream, and that's milligrams per deciliter. On the right is the condition associated with each level, and my mom was around 159, which is borderline high. And after learning about this, I decided to do some research, and I found out that fiber is essential to the reduction of this type of bad cholesterol, and in particular a specific type of fiber, which I will mention later. I will be speaking about the types and sources of fiber, how they work, and some benefits. I've done research on this topic for over a year, and I even wrote a scientific research paper for a chemistry course. Now, I'm going to assume that all of us at least have 1 or 2 meals a day, right? And you may not know why or how at this moment, but fiber is one of these essential elements that go along with a meal and affects us all in a positive way. And today I would like to outline for you the types and sources of dietary fiber, how it works in humans, and some of the benefits that accompany it. To begin with, I would like to specify the types of fiber and then give a formal definition of fiber with respect to nutrition. I will give a formal and then a refined definition. But to begin with, primarily in nutritional fiber, there are 2 types, and that's soluble and insoluble. The first is soluble because of its ability to dissolve in water, and the second is insoluble because, as you can guess, it does not dissolve in water. As for a definition of dietary fiber, in an international journal of food sciences and nutrition, Leeds and Hussein stated, the original definition by neutral plant substances not digested by human digestive enzymes was refined in 1976 by Leeds, Trowell, Southgate, and Jenkins to plant polysaccharides and lignin not digested by the enzymes of the small intestine. Next, we will take a look at some of the sources of dietary fiber, both soluble and insoluble. Some common sources for both fibers consist of vegetables, fruits, and nuts. Soluble fiber is also found in oat bran, nuts, dried beans, and peas, while insoluble fiber is found in dark green leafy veggies, the skins of vegetables and fibers, and importantly, whole wheat and wheat bran products. Here's a picture of some soluble and insoluble sources of fiber. On the left, as you can see, for soluble, there are apples, strawberries, and some seeds. Other sources are cranberries, carrots, and most notably oatmeal. And on the right, as you can see, it's mostly vegetables for insoluble fiber. And the single food with highest insoluble content is wheat bran flakes. Some sources are rich in both of these types of fiber. Some sources such as psyllium husk and flax seeds. Now I will walk you through how each type of fiber functions in our system, and mainly soluble fiber, as it is the one that reduces bad cholesterol. And generally speaking, insoluble fiber moves through our digestive system while remaining largely intact, and soluble fiber is the one that dissolves and gets rid of the cholesterol from our body. Because of the high amount of cellulose in insoluble fiber, it does not dissolve, and so it travels through our digestive tract a lot quicker, and thus speeding up the transit of foods. As for soluble fiber, on the other hand, as the Gale Encyclopedia of Medicine states, this type of fiber works by attaching itself to cholesterol so it can be eliminated from the body. This picture here illustrates the process in a simple way. First, when the soluble fiber dissolves, some of the molecules attach themselves to the molecules of cholesterol, represented by the purple C's, and then they are just eliminated from the body. And then at the same time, you can see the cholesterol streaming through our bloodstreams, and then going through our liver into the intestine, and then out the intestine as well. At the same time, while the soluble fiber is in our stomach and our digestive system, the liver goes from a cholesterol production state into a bile production state, thus reducing the cholesterol as well. Now, this reduction in the bad cholesterol leads to many benefits. So therefore, I will highlight some of these medical conditions that fiber can help with and others that it may prevent. Based on my research, it seems soluble fiber is most commonly related to the reduction of cholesterol, especially the bad type. This reduction in turn lowers the chance of other medical conditions. First, it reduces the risk of heart attacks. Various doctors stated in the Journal of Family Practice that consuming foods rich in viscous soluble fiber reduces LDL cholesterol blood levels by 10 to 15%, with expected reduction in CVD events by 10 to 15%. That's cardiovascular diseases related to the heart. It also helps reduce the chance of artery disease and lowers the chance of atherosclerosis, which is buildup of solids in arteries. Arteries are the ones that carry the blood from the heart and away into other streams of the body. And high fiber diets may also help with diabetes as well by reducing the absorption rate of glucose in the small intestine. Also, high fiber diets may assist with weight control and reduce risk of developing obesity. So overall, I have talked about types and sources of nutritional fiber, how they function in our system, and some of the medical conditions it may assist with, and others it may prevent. Well, I hope this serves as good knowledge, and now that you know something or a little bit more about dietary fiber, we can all lead an even healthier lifestyle.
All right, let's see. Luis, what did you think?
Overall, it was good. Little personal story at the beginning, the heart checking. Presentation was, I don't know, felt like he was reading a lot, but the way he was saying it was clear, you know what he was saying. Visual, simple, easy to understand.
Okay. All right, Anthony, I think all the structural stuff is really solid. You've got a good preview. You've got a pretty solid attention device. We know what the goal of the speech is. As you're moving between the points, you're usually pretty clear. Once or twice it seemed a little mechanical, and you need to smooth out those transitions. But that, like I said, that was a small part of the issue. The visuals are integrated in the speech pretty well. I was putting down, as I was making the comment, I said, you need a comparison for the two types of fiber, soluble and insoluble fiber. And as I was putting that down, then you finally put up that visual. So it was just, I felt need to be a little bit earlier, maybe at the start of that section instead of at the end of the section, and that might have made it work a little bit better there. But that's, again, you know, just a timing sort of thing. First time through, there's a little suggestion, a minor quibble. I thought the explanations were all pretty good. I don't have a lot of problems with the speech. I think you did a lot of very good things, but I do have to agree, the delivery is the kind of drawback on this. You're doing so much reading, and this is a subject that you say is personal to you. You've read about it, you've written a paper on it, and you need to talk to us a little bit more. You're doing so much focusing on the reading and making sure that everything is perfect that I don't think you connect with the audience as well as you could, even though you've got good information in the speech. It just is one of those things you need a little more practice, get comfortable talking about the subject. Delivery issues are going to be our next project that we're working on, so it's not a big deal right now, but when you watch it back, I think you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, because you've got all the mechanical stuff and all the things that we asked you to do pretty fine. You're in good shape on all those things. All right, thank you.